Good evening, everyone. It is 9:01 p.m. here in Tokyo on Friday, November 25th, 2022. Welcome to Pocky Entertainment, episode 20.
Excuse me.
Welcome to Pocky Entertainment, episode 15. Post-Shadowbringers. If you were here with us last week, pardon the noise, I pour myself something to drink. Christopher, 夜薬飲んだ? 夜薬飲んで歯磨きしてください. We're not always going to be here to remind you, Christopher. You've got to remember. This is important. We finished the title quest for Shadowbringers last week, and even did a raid for the near under 7, or near, I forget the near under 7 symbols entirely. The near series of raids, we did the first one. We'll do the others probably eventually, but for now, we are going to continue going through the MSQ for Shadowbringers, which brings us back to Azoria. To Azoria. Pronunciations, I need to learn them. So yeah, nothing really big. You know, we've had the patch notes last week, 2 weeks ago, for FF14. Those of you who are interested in that kind of thing have probably already read it. I will be considering doing live streaming. Oh, goodness gracious, excuse me. Considering live streaming while those are going on and interpreting what they're saying. There are slides for all the big important game text, but what they're saying sometimes is kind of important too, and that's not actually being interpreted, because that's hard work, honestly. So alright, that'll get started for now. A lot of people start showing up because it's early as heck back in the US. Last week we were talking to Tataru here in the Rising Stones, and we are finding out what's going on in the war between the Empire, the Garland Empire, and the rest of the world. Here we go. It seems she's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad. She's part of our team, yes. Feels weird being the tallest character in the area in the scene. We've noticed some changes in them. Changes? Christopher, do not be standing near my computer with liquid that you're stirring.
一番揺らぎが大きいのはサンクレットさん、ついでヤシュトラとウリエンジェさん。一方アルフィノ君とアリゼにはほとんど変化はなし。それって倒れた順ですよね。その通りよ。つまり魂が分離してから時間が経過している人ほど生命力の揺らぎが大きくなっているってことね。
Well, that's not good.
これは推論に過ぎないけれど、魂と肉体の結びつきが弱まりつつあるのかもしれないわ。大変です。その結びつきが完全に断たれてしまったらどうなるんですか？
There are no sin eaters in the main world, Christopher.
Oh, yeah.
The danger is that their souls will get cut off from their bodies and then they will truly die.
That would be bad.
Yes.
こんな症状初めてだから確かなことは何も言えないわ。でも決していい結果になるとは思えない。先ほども言ったけれど、まだ揺らぎはとても小さいわ。それに私も魔導屋様と連携して肉体を保つための努力はしてみるつもり。だからその間、あなたには彼らの魂を帰還させる方法を探してほしいの。
I will do what I can. I'm not a scientist. I'm a paladin. I hit things.
You want me to hit things with a sword? I can hit things with a pointy stick. I got that.
ありがとう。頼り。でも探すと言ってもどうやって？これまでも専門家さんたちに力を借りて調べてきたのに、まだ何も手がかりすらつかめていないですよ。
That is a problem. Yeah, where do we start looking?
確かあなたの報告によれば、水晶校は召喚者である自らの死をもって賢人たちの魂を原初世界に返すつもりだったのよね。
Unfortunately. Thankfully we saved him, so...
シャーレアンにいた頃のラハ君を知る身としては、その決断に思うところもあるけれど、何にせよ幸いにして彼の命は救われ、結果的に賢人たちも第一世界にとどまることになった。そうなるとやっぱり魂の帰還を実現するには召喚術の要となっている水晶校の協力が不可欠よ。
So we gotta go back and talk to the Exarch, okay.
だからこの肉体の変化に関する情報を携えて、もう一度第一世界に渡り水晶校たちと協議してもらいたいの。
Alright, that's a plan.
もちろん原初世界側からのフォローは徹底させてもらうわ。だからよろしくね。
You know, the cat ears on her hood always make me feel like she actually has cat ears, and it's like, no, she's a Lalafell. She doesn't have ears like that. Alright, so we gotta go back to the Crystal Exarch. Time to teleport. How lazy do I want to be? Apparently that lazy. Oops. Celesta, you are returned. I hope your time in this force was simply restful. But of course it wasn't. Go on. Their corporeal ether shows signs of instability. By the gods. The possibility never even occurred to me. If you return in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. 'Tis but a mercy we have the likes of Mistress Krill and Master Motoya to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told.
Finally, we see his true face.
Yep.
Oh, twins!
Everyone, we're calling everyone back right now.
Everyone whose souls aren't being separated from their bodies.
Everyone's souls have been separated from their bodies, Christopher.
Except for Lucy?
No, Christopher. We're now back in the other world. Look, this room was not in the first world, right?
Yes, I know, but Lucy didn't get...
No, all of us did, Christopher. That's the whole plot of this expansion, Christopher. Is that everyone in our group has their souls separated from their bodies.
Except for you?
Including me.
Everyone, Chris.
What?
Everyone means everyone.
If I meant everybody but my character, I would say everyone but my character. Do not assume I'm not telling you important facts, Christopher. Okay? I guess Rin doesn't actually count because she's from this world. But the rest of us, Ishtala, Orianger, the twins, Thancred, the 5 of them plus my character, we had our souls separated from our bodies. However, mine got put back because my character is the main character and they're special.
Why was his eyes red? I can't hear that time.
Because his eyes have always been red, Christopher. He's not human.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Demon? And, he's a demon man?
He's not a demon, Christopher. No, Christopher, get out from there. If you're cold, you can pull some blankets over yourself a little bit, but not completely underneath, alright? She can see magic. She's just special that way. She's special that way.
What are those circles is lit up?
What?
What are those circles is lit up? And this is what stone seep ape. And this what stone seep is the source.
What?
And those circles is lit up.
Cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. Interesting. Okay. That's... So people got pulled in through a portal not tuned to their magic, which is why they all end up in different places in different times. A to 13分プリーズ。Okay, I guess it's nice to have a backup plan, but the backup plan being kill our friend is not one I like. And why do they keep saying Crystal XR? Can't we just call him Graha now? I mean, we know who he is. Ooh!
もしの話でも気に食わなかっただけよ。それで生き延びたって、あの人が悲しい顔するなら最低最悪のやり方だわ。
Okay, that's beautiful. They actually made a specific animation for Lise to decopine the dude in the face.
Decopine like this?
Decopine, so cool.
Ow!
Doesn't that hurt? Never do that to people. I'll do it to myself really fast, so.
I do it like this.
Yeah, Chris, don't. That's enough, Christopher. But don't do it to other people, all right? Or yourself, really. Because it hurts, actually. You don't get to die unless she says so. I like that. Your followers defeat your divine judgment. I appreciate the comedy now after all the seriousness recently. I mean, the game was getting pretty dark with, Christopher, do you need to be making those noises right now? Remember why we talked about how when I'm talking, I need you to not talk at the same time, please, Christopher? Oh, thank you.
まず検討すべきは、私たちのような不完全な転移の事例ではないと思うの。完全な成功例がこの場にいるんだから。ここで注目すべきは、魂と肉体の転移のみならず、装備や持ち物を含む物質を伴い、
That's
次元
true.
の狭間を超えている転移。
Like, what was it about the final result that makes it so that I can actually go back and forth with my gear?
Yeah, Neo. That's Neo though.
その際鍵となるのが、これは自分のものであるという認識よ。
なるほど。つまり私たちの魂を彼女が自分のものだと認識すれば、原初世界に持ち帰ることができると。
I'm not sure how I feel about that, Alfie. Considering us her possessions?
You guys all possessions? Start of us?
でも、そんな簡単に他人をものだなんて思える？少しでも疑念を抱いた瞬間、次元の狭間に放り出されるなんてことだったら、さすがに危険すぎよ。
アリゼ様の懸念はごもっともでしょう。ですが、魂を何らかの 室に収めてしまえば話は別。我らが魔女はそう言いたいのではありませんか。
Interesting. So, like, a talisman or something like that that they could lock their souls to. I guess we got a new quest.
ならば修正
Well,
成
like,
が
get
役
this
立つ
off?
はず。
And then
あ
like
の
get
武
it
器は
off.
もともとアッシュの魂を
One time
捉
like
える
get
ため
it
に
off?
作られたもの。より魂の質量が小さい
You
我
know,
々
one can
で
see
あ
my
れば
magic.
収められて当然です。
I don't know what you're talking about, Christopher.
白成績に収められた魂を安全に維持する方法、そして肉体に移し替える。
Love the height difference
この2つを確立できれば、現実世
between
界への帰
him
還
and everyone else. It's also kind of hilarious.
He's even all that, but new.
Well, my character I made short on purpose.
What?
But I made her short on purpose. I thought a short character tanking was funny.
Not funny.
魂の維
It
持と
doesn't matter, Christopher. It's what I want.
であれば、私からも提案できることがあ
I'm
りそう
gonna
だ。
make my counter. Oh, and strong. I'm gonna be a lot funny. Strong will be a lot funny. Don't be a don't
There's only so many options in the game, Christopher.
レイクランドの始まりの湖、その対岸にかつてエルフたちが築いた宮殿があってね。光の反乱の折、放棄されたようなのだが、そんな場所をねじようとする風変わりな羽毛の忍者がいるんだ。かつてフップート王国の王宮にも出入りしていた者同士で、特に魂に関する研究で知られていたと聞いた。
I wonder if that's our friend who helped us with our
ここは
role
忍者
quest.
殿に知恵を借りてみてはどうだろう。
もちろん反対する気はないけれど、そんなに名高い武道士が廃墟で隠れて暮らしてるなんて、よほどの事情がありそうじゃない。
That's a good point.
おそらくその通りだ。私も数十年前に積み食いの対策に関して協力を仰ごうと接触を試みたことがあったのだが、疲れを打ち立てられてまともに交渉すらできなかったよ。どうやら
Chris, we're in the middle of a cutscene, I guess.
だが気難しいイルメグの妖精たちとも縁を結んだあなた方であれば、あるいはと思ってね。
Okay.
場合によっては荒事になるだろうが、ここは一つ忍者どもを訪ねてみようじゃないか。
Oh, stupid. I still wish I could put a necklace on my character. The glamour top I'm using currently, unfortunately, does not allow for that. I'm sick and tired of the Exarch's attempted self-sacrifice. If he's just dying one more time, I swear I'm going to grant him his wish. Elise, the new Mo seems such a welcoming folk in Elmeg. What do you suppose could have driven this one to a life of seclusion?
Yeah.
'Tis said the kingdom of Voberg was once home to the realm's greatest knights and magics both. To command the place of the royal court, the Mo whom we mystique must needs have been a mage amongst mages. A mage's surpassing skill living a life of seclusion. Now where have I heard that before? One can only hope that they're more receptive towards solicits and visitations. La la la. Not Master Matoya, we promise. A grand adventure. The Grand Cosmos, that is, the palace we seek, stands on the opposite shore of the source. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there. Whilst thou journeyest hither, I think it best I devote my energies to the creation of a white auracite, by thy leave, of course. The process requireth no small amount of time, and should the new milk is sent to lend their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Yeah, okay, sure. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and do be prepared for a warm reception. Well, everyone's happy that we brought Knight back again, so yeah, that makes sense. He's staying here to make the white aura site, Christopher. So,
what?
The white aura site, the crystal we need to do the process to get everyone back home.
Oh.
He's the only one who can make it, so he has to stay here to do that.
Makes sense.
Yep. Pray join the others in Southern. I shall turn my thoughts to the aura site, and appraise Thancred and Rin of our progress. Thanks, bro. Alright, let's go! Woohoo! 何ですか?
質問あります。
はい、何ですか?
Is what stone seed the source on the map?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just... You mean on the floor here?
Yeah.
You know? That could be, I guess.
No,
I don't...
No.
Where?
One between those two circles.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. That's a good catch there. That might be it. So
It's in the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And they said one of the worlds got destroyed, so that would leave 13. Or it could be the source. No, because the source is still number 1. The 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It's a good question, Christopher. It's a very good question.
He said a few of them got destroyed.
One of the worlds got destroyed. I don't remember which one, though. Alright, so we are going... Oh, there's a lot of questions over here. Minstrel from another mother.
What world it got destroyed by?
What, Christopher?
What world it got destroyed by?
The world got destroyed by... I don't know, Christopher. I don't remember.
What element it got destroyed by?
I don't know, Christopher! If you keep asking me, the answer doesn't change. Now, what am I running for? I can... Oh. Well, no, I might as well just run. It looks like I might need to start working on leveling my other classes pretty soon so I can get those, do that role quest actually. 16 levels for Machinist, 16 levels for Red Mage, 8 levels for Sage. Alright. Maybe in December, during vacation times and stuff like that, I can play some more, since my weekends are always busy. Alright, so off to there we go. Hope anyone who's watching this right now is having a good day. If you celebrated Thanksgiving,
Hey,
like in the US.
Isn't that the turtle that helped us out?
Yes, Christopher, it is. And now it's there again.
It makes for a beautiful sight.
It's pretty pretty, yes.
The back
Yeah, it's not a turtle, Christopher. It's a whale.
Oh yeah, whale. Not turtle. Whoops!
It's okay, Christopher.
It's easy to get them mixed up.
In any case, Christopher, mojikan da yo. Oyasumi. Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, and oyasumi.
Oyasumi. You're gonna... Careful, please. If you're gonna read, ask Mom nicely if you can read with her. Otherwise, go to your room, alright?
Whoa. Did you roll through the window? Because I said
The Exarch said to prepare for warm welcome to the palace. Let's head toward Portugal then. Then his last visit. I was relieved to hear the Exarch intended to arrange for a boat to carry us across the lake. Not that I would be opposed to swimming, mind you. He said that the palace is on the opposite shore, but I see nothing on the horizon save empty sky. Curious. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by our host's familiars, and I expect the reception today to be no different. Which is why I propose we march to the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. I've any true seeker of knowledge. I guess? And there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, maybe we can earn ourselves an audience. Weapons drawn it is, then. Although I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all, rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Celesta is around. What exactly are you implying? She averted the calamity, and the light which seems destined to consume her has been extinguished. 'Tis only naturally that we be pleased to see her. Well, yes, well, you'll have plenty of time to celebrate her good health after we've finished here. Of course. Let's proceed to the palace. Alright, so... dungeon time. Alright, let's do this with NPCs. Alright. No offense, Alfie, but I like living. So let's do this. Grand Cosmos. Now, how big are these doors versus us? Pretty big. Okay. That is, is this a dungeon, or is this a trial? No, this is a dungeon, okay. Should you value your lives, you'll quit this place at once. Now, be gone with you! Alright, well... can't go that way, so we're going this way. If my keyboard decides to cooperate, there we go. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. Hello. Oops. Ah, crap. Alright, that's better. Lisa, go to your own room. Mom obviously does not want you reading in her room right now, so go to your room, okay? This is not a request. This is an order. Go. Unless you want Mom to be in a bad mood tomorrow, go to your room now. Hell, if you want, actually, you can stay out here and watch me do this dungeon. Then you can go, but then you have to go to your room, all right?
Okay.
The presence chamber. I guess we have to go over to that door over there. Yep.
Wow, wow, wow. Yay, yay, yay.
That's the Rashiza kind of stuff that's like, man. Just because you get to be out here does not mean you get to just make whatever noise you want. Okay? So far, not super ridiculous. Hopefully the boss fights won't be too bad. Cell sweeping brooms. How familiar. Look at how they make a mess of my floors. Swish and flick, my lovely. Swish and flick. We're gonna have to fight the brooms, aren't we? I don't want to fight the brooms. Or I guess we just have to avoid the brooms then, I guess. The Cross of Blades. This looks like it's the armory.
Makes sense. Wow.
Whoa. That's a little creepy. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting floating weapons, not them turning into weird pig monsters. Why can't I'm stunned? Oh, I'm stunned, that's right. Alright. Oh, I see. They still have the weapons, like, floating over them. That's interesting. Great that way. That's how he came in. I wonder if it's opened up now that we're over here. Nope. Alright. Beautiful. Place is beautiful though, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder how many more dungeons and stuff there'll be before the end of this particular expansion. Alright. Alright, there's the first boss fight. If you insist on making a mess of my palace, then you leave me no choice. Giant brooms. Well, it was your idea to branch blades at the door.
Huh? She got a sword.
Yep.
No.
Oh boy. Come, my lovely, there's filth that needs cleaning, huh? Alright. Why are you not... Oh, come on, please, freaking respond. Ah. The brooms are not damageable, okay, so we just have to avoid the dang things.
But they are pretty handy.
Not for us, they're not, Christopher. They just did damage to us. Alright, something just killed me.
Probably the boss.
Yes, Christopher, the boss killed me. What I mean is, what did the boss do to kill me? Looks like I got hit by something, just it's the high level spell, the high level damage spell, so... And now we gotta go all the way back around. A lot of these places are with nice... Yes, it talks backwards. It's a reference to the original Final Fantasy game, Christopher. Where the brooms would talk backwards and sometimes give clues.
If you could figure out what they were saying, actually.
Yeah. Which was thankfully just as easy as just reversing what they said. So...
Phew! What did it say?
I wasn't paying attention to that one specifically, Christopher. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Wow, okay, that Shadow Bolt hits hard. I wonder if I can interrupt it then. I keep an eye open for that ability. Jeez. Tribulation, huh? Oh, dang it. Seriously? Each broom gives you a stack of vulnerability, really? That's really just... Folks, we may have to wait a few minutes for me to play this because my keyboard's definitely having problems right now. Nope. Oh, Jesus. I just have to be ready to get max health for that. It's a tank buster ability. It's pernicious stains you are. No matter. Alright, get ready to avoid the brooms. Oh, and that on top of it. Thank you. You're such a nice person.
Oh, they clean so fast. Oh, so hard to spell.
There. A little bit better this time. Now that I know what to look for, it's not nearly as bad. Apparently my keyboard just does not want to work right now at all. Great. I can't attack. Oh, cripes. Alright, here are the brooms. Ah. Christopher, please stop moving around. Sit down and stay in one place, please. Insufferable, the lot of you. I will spare you, but only this once. Now leave me be. I doubt they'll be quite so affable when next we meet. Another chance to pique the curiosity then. Alright. Still you press onward? How foolish. Yeah, well, we want to talk, dude. Or dudette, depending. Where did... Oh, cripes, okay. They're definitely not playing around with the number of mobs here. Bell pork cereal. Oh, are these the little pigs? These are indeed the little pigs, okay. Of course, one of the problems with doing the NPCs is that they do not use any AoE abilities very much, so it's up to me to do that, which not the best. With wings of dreams, I bar thy path. Alright. This place is really pretty though. Of course. And as soon as I say that, we get a giant plant spider snake thing.
Creepy. Yes.
It is indeed a bit creepy. Cosmos witchweed, huh?
It's almost like a brick.
A little bit, yeah. Okay. Alright. Now the gate, so we'll go this way. Actually, finish drinking that before I start moving again, so I don't have to worry about trying to tank with one hand. Another set of 3, huh? Okay. I messed up with my last spell, but oh well. That's fine.
Roll the pits up across between a pit up blade, a Venus flytrap, and a vine.
Yeah, they do.
So the vine is pretty cool.
It's interesting, yeah.
They're pretty creepy.
Yeah? Yeah, well, Christopher, you can be cool and creepy at the same time. That's not... They're not, unique from each other. More flying pigs.
I think flying pigs real.
They are a little unusual, yes. And now we sit here. Wait. You actually, Christopher? She's finished it for this side. You have 5 minutes left and it's time to go to your bed. How about that? Please, Shizukami. That group's done. Our next boss, and again, my keyboard's not working.
Yeah.
Last I checked, the batteries were fine, so I don't know what's going on. Leon and Sith. These creatures must have sullied the sanctity of your garden. No, Leon and Sith. These creatures have sullied the sanctity of your garden. They must be dealt with. They certainly have a gift for making familiars, if only there were not so many. Yeah. Hello, you're interesting and pretty, but also scary at the same time. Really, Elise? Now? Ouch, alright. We don't want them to... Yeah, okay, we don't want them to get a root and start growing. That would be bad.
What's the better one?
How? So she summons dirt patches on the earth patches on the ground, Christopher. And if she... Oh my gosh. If we don't move the plant seeds off of them fast enough.
It's water stuff.
It'll grow. It start growing into the ground, yeah, and that'll be bad for us. Yeah, here we go. So easy one for that one. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? There you are. Why can't I? Oh, I see. That's... Shoot, that one lived. Dynamite. Alright, so almost got it now, I think. This one definitely a little less opaque than the other boss was. Alright, and then back inside. Sark, why did you run out in the middle of the fight, the blast? Seriously, dude, that was not the smartest idea. Okay, got it. I shall bloom again. The Regal Sphere. The garden is ruined. Ruined! Mark my words, you will pay for this. That's going to come to life. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's too cool of a statue of a dragon to not come to life. Alright. Oh, can't cast a Fader because it is dead. Alright, that's fine. I know with that. Alright, up the stairs. The Divine Sphere. Once again, 6. Gotta watch out for the broom on the way back. Oh, there's 2 brooms. Imperial Porksea. Okay, Chris, once I finish the last fight, remember, go to your room, okay? Okay. That opens that door, I guess. I think maybe there's something in here we have to... There's ghost people in here, okay.
Are you done reading, Chris?
Why do you persist?
Are you done
Why
reading?
not leave me be? Christopher, enter your mom.
Nod, shake your head. Yes, no. Great. Whatever makes you feel.
I guess we just It's just a room to show us what's in here. Okay. Interesting. I hope we don't have to remember any of this stuff. That would be really, really difficult.
I don't know.
Knights Immortal, heed my call. Y'all coming out of these pictures, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yep. Hello. Drive them out. How about no? We got business with your boss. Sorry, but why are you not attacking me there, sir? Okay, another group of 3. Should have seen that coming, honestly, but oh well. Guess we're all fighting this dude instead first, okay? I'm sorry, Crescent. Unfortunately, if I move this to 10 o'clock my time, I'm too tired to really do much then. So, ooh, let's get out of that, shall we? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope we, actually, you told me you had a good Thanksgiving, so that's good. I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving, I should say. Alright. Holy circles, why don't you? This reminds me a little bit of Scarlet Cathedral back in World of Warcraft, actually. With the, way everything's, like, lined up for things. I see you can be dissuaded from your misguided path. A pity. It's a weird, mix of, Karazhan and Scarlet Monastery. Heh heh heh. Keep smiling, dear. We have to keep smiling. Huh. There's a whole thing going on here. It's Karazhan. I see. You've still in these halls long enough. Come, Lucas. Our guests yet want for company. I just realized he has tentacles for hands. And now we're fighting Lugus, the insatiable flame. You look like a big dude. Velvet Dave, wait a second. Why can't I target the drapes in the piano? I do believe we now have not only their curiosity, but their attention as well. And we best not waste it. Why is the piano targetable? That's interesting. Alright. Go, Lucas. Turn them to ash. I care not how. I care. I don't want to be ash. Oh. Otherworldly heat, huh? Ow. Captive bolt. Not sure what's going on exactly, but ah, that's why. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, I figured drop, drop, and roll, but didn't actually think it was gonna work. That's kind of funny. Hello? Can I move? Oh, thank you. Good grief. I don't know, is it time for you to use that power? Maybe it is. I really wish... that this keyboard, my keyboard stopped, like, not working in the middle of a fight. That would be really great. Culling blade, huh? Ow. Oh hey, new things to force us out of fire. Alright. Can you get your sword back up, please? Thank you. Alright, 49%. That's good. Alright. Now what? Fire's domain again. Alright. Why am I not able to use my abilities right? Or... Seriously, keyboard. Not. It's the, like, the worst times to stop working. Uchimeteo again, huh? Alright, so for that, this is a matter of just getting out of the fire, literally getting out of the way of the fire. That's not so bad. Scorching right this time, interesting, okay. Back to fire's domain. Come on, almost got him. Yay! can't say I'm a super big fan of it, but at least it wasn't. At least they actually gave stuff back to burn, so you didn't have to be like, person one has to burn for a while so that they can have things to burn for the next phase or whatever. Artificial scarcity and mechanics like that is not my favorite thing, so. Okay, good night, Chris. Yeah.
Oyasumi. Oyasumi.
Oyasumi, please. Seriously, Gabe. What the heck? I wonder what's going on. Alright. Your level is no longer synced. Yep. Because like that was not a new Mo earlier, so I figured it's an illusion or something. Oh, that's right. The Numo are all about helping and doing things for other people. And in the English version, they kind of made them like dogs, effectively. So shake and sit and beg. Those kinds of, like dog commands have an effect on him. Because I remember that's happening in El Meg too, so. Sorry, dude. Okay, well. Pretty please. So they're putting a definite, like, spin in the English version with the dog command ID terms, like heal right here, that are not in the Japanese whatsoever. The Japanese one's just whenever they just keep saying the term onegai, which is, request, please. That's interesting. I like how they have his tail thumping a little bit. Whoa. Like, Ichiro just folds her arms like, uh-huh.
たちはわしの知恵を求めているのだろう。かつてわしが裏切り者の宮廷魔導士に知恵を貸したばかりに多くの犠牲が出たのだ。
Yeah, we killed him. Well, he got killed, I should say.
お前たちはあの恐ろしい事件を知らないからやすやすと知恵を借りたいのだと言えるのだ。
Yeah, you know, mistakes can be made. Also, I forgot that World Cup's going on right now, and my bottle is actually a USA bottle. USA, USA. Not that the USA usually cares much about World Cup, but whatever. You mean the magical plague of Robert?
なんとあの事件を知っておったか。だがわしは知恵を貸したばかりにあの男は魔物化の魔法を完成させたのだぞ。その忌まわしい知恵を借りたいと申すのか。
Yeah, the thing is, the other option is if we don't do something, they're gonna die anyways, so...
よかろう。いいか、ちょっと話を聞くだけだぞ。相応の対価を必ず支払うのだぞ。
Yes, sir.
釣り合いの取れた対価を支払うと約束しよう。それではぜひ私たちと共にクリスタリンへ。少々込み入った事情となるが話を聞いていただきたい。
All right. There you are. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with Beck Look. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that part of me is glad that Urianger shared his knowledge of the new Mo with us. Had he not, Beck Look wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. I don't remember if FF Tactics... You may not enter the grounds comes with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, we already did that. Oh wait, with the trust, right? Because I have to level. Eventually, we'll do that with my other classes, I guess, to level up my other jobs too. We mustn't dally here any longer, Celesta. If Bick Look is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present. Right. Let's go ahead and fly back. And now we have a proper day-night cycle again. Hooray! Maybe not then. Oops. Still, I don't know, like, I do kind of miss Ishto's older outfits. Excuse me. Eventually, I'll get all the jobs to 90. Sorry. Even I didn't believe that. And of course, sure as heck not getting healing classes to 90. I just don't have the desire. Did I buy this or did I not? No, I didn't buy the weapon because it was like not worth it, I think. Like the difference in stats was not high enough. Also, I don't think I didn't have enough tombstones yet, so. Alright, into the ocular we go. Yep. Yep, parallel world.
古の時代に分かたれた13の共存世界、そして過去7度発生した霊災による世界の統合。これまで語った言葉に嘘偽りはないと誓おう。とはいえ、そう簡単に信じられる事柄でもあるまい。ただ、魂について長年にわたり研究してこられたあなたなら、彼らの魂がこの世界のものと根本的に異なることがお分かりになるのではあるまいか。
確かにざれ言と退けたくなる話だが、なるほど。よくよく注意して観察してみれば、魂の濃さも尋常でなく、肉体を持っておらぬこともわかる。
That's right, I always forget that that the others don't have physical bodies really like the way I do. Well, the way my character does, I should say.
特にこちらの御人は一段と濃い魂をお持ちだ。しかも肉体も仮初めのものではなく本物である。
繰り返すが、彼ら異界からの来訪者の協力なくしてこの世界に世闇を取り戻すことはできなかった。その恩に報いるために是が非でも無事に元の世界へと帰還させたい。どうかご助力願えないだろうか。
Can you please help us?
話を聞くだけのことに対価を求めはしたが、今聞いた情報だけでも十分すぎるほどの価値があろう。
Wow, okay.
何より光に覆われた空に闇を取り戻してくれたというなら、なるほど確かに
Thank you. But I hear a butt coming though. Yeah.
我が知恵でよければ喜んでお貸ししよう。ただし老いぼれゆえに新たな研究を始めるとなると
Ah,
一人で
okay.
はいかんともし
Sure.
がたい。
The quests must
調査や
flow.
実験やらで手を借りることになるが構わんな。
もちろんです。これは私たち自身の問題。当然、手となり足となり働かせていただきましょう。
Excuse me while I pop my back. Alright, so now what do we need to do? I sometimes forget we're not truly here in the first. It'll be good to be whole again. Vic Luke has a fine eye, though we've yet to begin. I rather think the expert was right to call on them. Fortunately for us, Vic Luke is of a mind to see you and your fellow scions justly compensated for your efforts. Did you happen to notice the magic broom strewn about the ground's cosmos? Uncanny. Yeah, I was about that. You've spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? Black box. Kaku kaku jika jika. White aurosite, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the aurosite. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. That would be bad. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from the surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds will ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn in Journey's Head, corrupted by the sin eaters, their aether made stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Why, do you think you might be able to help them? I might, or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I've seen their condition firsthand. I guess we're off then. Then I'll be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in men I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist Ariander in creating the requisite aurosite. I believe my talents will be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beklug then, as necessary? Let us make for Amarang then. Oh, goodness. It pains me that there are those who yet suffer despite our victory over the light. We must hope a way can be found to help both them and our friends. Ariander is more than capable of creating their aurosite on his own, But if aught should go awry, I would be on hand to assist him. Okay. Let's teleport to Amarang. I remember they had their own... Yep, there it is. Crystal for us to teleport to. Oh. Having broken slight trickle on the first, I would like to believe that they will one day recover. Yet I fear that day may not come soon. Beck and Luke told me they wish to meet the worst afflicted. Ulrich. There are times when I swear there's something he wants to tell me, if only if he could form the words. Yeah, about that kind of stuff. So this is Ulrich, is it? Yes, his other balance leans perilously toward the light. Towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? The same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. He will become a sin eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Ulrich was completely unresponsive before, but now... Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there's a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Obert. Then, for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. But for their sakes, I will break their oath. Break that oath. Break that oath. It is not like to reverse a stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Okay, sure. Relief is better than nothing. Alright. Soul tonic. Tyler stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has had no effect. Oh, that's too bad. How about you, Ponil? What is this warmth I feel in my chest? So, hey, it worked. On someone, at least. And now to Voin. I feel warm, and my legs, they don't feel as heavy. So 2 out of the 3 it worked on. Now then, have you noticed any change in the patients? A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted showed no response. As I feared then. 'Tis true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Ulrich, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is far too gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There's a chance he may one day recover, of course. But it could take years. Decades even. By the gods, he could wake up to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it is possible that we can find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in training them we might learn something irrelevant to your own predicament. Alright. Corporeal, incorporeal, either. I confess I have never had cause to make the distinction. Did they just say what I think they said? Might there really be a way to help Halk and the others? And help ourselves in the process? I suspect the Crystal Exarch had told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the Royal Court of Vobert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The talent you administered to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague like which none had ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. And now you have a chance to redeem yourself. You can do it, you can do it. That I do. A comforting thought indeed. Let us return to the task at hand. Finding ways by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? Were the sky still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They're able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever needs to be done, if that's all the same to you. Whatever agents must be procured or spells invoked, I'll do it. Alright then. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern burning with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphanod, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know how we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Fine. We'll play a bit ill Meg, though I never thought you would be the one really just going back there. I'm impressed that you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about it, see out the Numo of Plani. They'll be able to supply you with the water suitable for our needs. Right. Let's get this over with, shall we? Remember, we have our fairy queen girlfriend. We can just call her. You know. I guess not. There still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Okay, so I'm actually not going. That's just an excuse to get them off in that one direction. So I'm off here. Okay. Hark, behold, loveliest of branches, I need your help, pretty much. Clay from Amarang would likely be best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? The miners are twined. Ah, yes. They will be able to point you in the right direction, I am sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else I can learn of the stagnation which affects the people here. Okay. Over there, yep. I pull the kotatsu blanket over myself. Hey everybody, we're back. Your armor's different. Yeah, well. Hey Magnus, hope you're feeling a little better, man. Celessa, well, what a coincidence. You come at a good time. We've just, at this moment, finished repairing the Telos, and trolley took to Nabatharang. The trolley was no trouble, but the Telos would have been another matter had we not had another visit from Master Chai. Had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from Daedalus Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chai Nuz. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Telos to work. Like a giant trolley. But Magnus still refused to see all the good we could do with it. You're in childhood dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our clients with them, or guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. And something tells me Celessa here didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? I see. This familiar requires clay from Amarang. Well, look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us! Saying that, it isn't exactly a common commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking about somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Barren Mines to make adobe bricks. Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're good after the good stuff, you could do worse than look there. Alright, time to go avoid some coyotes and get some clay then. Some of those coyotes. And now we can ignore all this and just fly. Do 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 do. I'm so glad I have flying here. That is not a coyote. Alright, let's see what shows up. Oh. I'm actually getting clay. Alright, that's cool. I have expected a monster to show up and go, no! And then we defeat it and we get the clay from the monster's claws or some crap. Nope, I'm actually digging up clay. Ovum Nanny. Yep, there we go. This is like the most non-violent quest we've had in a while. I like it. Oh, separately. Who? What the? Oh, okay. There's the. It's like I knew that was too good to be true. Confator, 5,000 damage! Yay! Hooray for paladin damage not being that great. Alright. We could teleport back, but meh. Alright. What should you say there? I clicked too fast. That had better be the only thing we need from the the pixies. If I have to endure one more prank, so help me gods. The pixies were constantly confusing me with Alize. In jest, I assume. I mean, it's not like we look that much alike. We, don't look that much alike, do we? You are twins, guys. The twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixie would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You have the clay, I take it? Yes, I do. Here you go. Clay. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay and the water, then heat the mixture with the Fey Lantern. After that, it will be a simple matter of setting upon a suitable form, and performing the necessary incantation. Becklug, I have a question. In the event we had need of this spell, and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes. Holrick and the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance the spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it. Mayhap you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect. And you are plainly more familiar with these people than I. I dare say there are few in all of Normite more dedicated to find a cure. Is that not so, Celesta? Absolutely. She's the best woman for the job. I'll give him my all. For Halric. For Tesleen. Then we are of all mind in the matter. Elisa shall be the one to conjure the familiar.
それでは始めるぞ。これまで集めてきた素材をすべて砕いて混ぜ込んだ粘土は用意できておるな。
Thud.
よかろう。ではそれを豚の形にこねてみせよ。
A porksy, huh?
とびきり可愛くな。
Nice, cute one. She's like. She just says, I understand. So. Someone's gonna get their ass beat.
ちょっとそこ笑うんじゃないわよ。よいよい。出来の良し悪しは関係ない。この潰れたプリンのような代物を術者であるお主がとびきり可愛い豚であると認識できておればいいのだ。
Grotesque parody of reality. Well, there we go. They actually said, was it this smashed pudding looking thing.
全くフォローになってないんだけど。
Yeah, well.
良いかね。魔法とは空想を現実へと変換する術のことだ。それゆえ、術者の認識が重要となる。イメージさえ強固であれば、見た目に惑わされる必要はない。
It's like the Porksy
よくよ
version.
く覚えておくのだぞ。
It's like the Porksy version of Mr. Potato Head. It's Mr. Pork's tail Head. Alright.
さあ、教えた通りの術式で粘土の豚に魔力を注ぐのだ。
You got this, kid.
歌は飛ばず、土は起きず、命ばかたれるのが断りなれど、我が生命の力よ、今ひととき断りより離れ、空飛ぶ豚とならん。
Become a flying pig.
Hmm. なかなかの出来ではないか。
When pigs fly.
では、この使い魔を用いて、ハルリクとやらの魂の活性化を執り行うぞ。さて、アリゼよ。お主が作った使い魔には、すでに魂を活性化させる一種の強化魔法が備わっている。
Hey Lana, what's up?
あとは、自身の魔力を注ぎ込みながら、心に決めた使い魔の名を呼んでやるだけだ。
I'm a little scared about what the name's gonna be, but okay.
この子の名前。
I bet we're having our food coma day tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late tonight. I've got a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then I've got to come back and finish cleaning up, and helping make food.
決めたわ。やってみる。
Well, tomorrow is my monthly cardiology appointment for my heart, so.
行きなさい、アンジェロ。
Angelo, huh? Did it work? His eyes aren't rolled back in his head anymore. Okay. Aww. At least a little bit of movement. The girl's resolve is quite impressive. One might almost think she drew the strength from another. Why the 12? Though it was only for a moment, he spoke. There may yet be hope for these people. Ow. How was he picked look? Did it work? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, I think their color has returned to his soul. Gods, I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Ulrich. Even as you are even now in the process of discovering, This magic asks much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true with the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of a stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell that will produce the opposite effect, that is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via our site. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Beck-Lug said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that sound like a lot of the tempered back in the source? Not really. It is the fate of the most tempered to become slaves to primals, save in a handful of cases. Or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one of the source who could desperately use such treatment. Exactly. His condition is uncannily similar to Howard's, is it not? The only difference being that his soul is suffused with the earth aspect of the ether instead of light. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, maybe there may be a chance we can save him. Right? Forgive me, but who is this Gabu fellow of whom you speak? Explanation time. I see. His condition does sound familiar. Yet there is much more about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I say this not to discourage you, you understand, but to remind you that this is delicate work we do here. Work requiring patience. Of course. And as long as there is hope for the patients here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angela and continue with their treatment. The two of you should return to Crystarium with Beck-Lug and see if you can't make some headway with their newly positive theories. I would tell you to rest first, but I see that you're not to be convinced. Ah, the fire of youth. Let us return to the Crystarium then. Finally, I found you! Oh, hey, dude. Kaishir? What are you doing all the way out here? There's trouble back in Ulmore. Lady Chai's beside herself, sighing, pacing, the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Sighing and pacing, you say? It must be urgent. I take it I'll be returning to the Crystarium alone. Go on, then. It's not as if I have anything for you to do. Thank you, Beck-Lug. Alright, off to Yulmore then. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Ulmore's at stake. Oh boy. Now is this going to be serious, or is this going to be comedy? The future of Ulmore is at stake, is it? Well, do for them what you can, but keep an eye on Alphanod, would you? See to doesn't involve himself more than is necessary. Yeah, about that. Mother. Whatever could be so urgent for Lady Chai to summon us thus? Kaishir is anxious to see you and Alphanod back to Ulmore. Lady Chai's up in the parlor. Best not keep her waiting, eh? Alright. Off to Ulmore. So y'all be stopping around midnight tonight. And then I should hopefully be back Sunday for more Final Fantasy Star, and then next week for more Shadowbringers. It was the folks over the Crystarium that told me that you'd be down at Journey's Head. And lucky for me, you still were. Running around after people's tiring work. Yeah, well. Well, you know, work is work, as it were. Well, not here seems out of the ordinary, though I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off into the distance and all that. Sighing. Strange. let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. You know, where's her husband? Why is he not doing anything about this? Since he's her husband. And since we're here, hey, let's go ahead and try on item comparison. So the stats are pretty much the same, or the block strength and stuff are the same, but I get 3 whole more points of stats for strength and stuff. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Wrong thing again. Item comparison. I don't know. I don't know if this is worth buying the gear. It will certainly make. Yeah. Almost 90 is the thing. But it beats having 2 sets, so I'll probably come back here and buy it later. Yeah, the buying the 80 would be for buying it for my other tanking classes, pretty much. Okay, Miss Chai, what's up? There's your little boy.
ドゥリア夫人、一体どうしたというのです？
もう私どうしたらいいかわからないの。一人で本当に心細くて。
Please don't tell me her husband's off working and something like that and she's feeling lonely.
一人？確かに旦那様の姿が見えないようですが。
Oh boy.
そうなのよ。あの人が私を置いて出て行ってしまったの。
He's left me, it said. She said.
一体なぜそんなことに？
それがアルフィノちゃんはしばらくユールモアに残ってくれていたから知っているとは思うのだけれど、あれから私たち自由市民が集まってユールモアの新しい元首を選ぼうとしていたの。
Okay, sir.
バウスリーの後任を決めるため選挙を実施する計画でしたね。
でも誰も立候補する人がいなかったの。
No one wanted to be the leader. Oh, that's not super surprising somehow, actually.
私たち自由市民は怠惰な時間を過ごしすぎたわ。我が身の振る舞いを正すだけで精一杯なのに、混乱した国を率いようという人はいなかったのね。
Right. Okay, not surprising.
それで自由に投票しようということになって、結果選ばれたのがうちの旦那様だったの。
So he's running away from responsibility. Okay.
チャイニーズ殿は巨大タロースの件でも見事にリーダーシップを発揮しておられました。適任のように思えますが。
私もそう思ったわ。彼はダイダロス社を率いていた立派な人だもの。
But
だから私、選ばれた時に背中を押すようなことを言ったの。 れがいけなかったのね。あの人、その時を最後に姿を消してしまったんだから。
Oh, Chai-san.
望まぬ大役に推挙され、重圧に耐えきれず失踪したと。
It's entirely
デリア
possible.
夫人、どうか顔を上げてください。私は旦那様が愛するあなたを捨ておいて逃げてしまうような人物には思えません。
Yeah, no, he loves
きっ
you.
と
Her.
理由あっての一時的な外出でありましょう。
本当？アルフィノちゃん。あなたもそう思う？
I don't know, whatever it is, he wouldn't have fled, or sorry, I think he fled. I'm gonna be choosing the nice one because I like Miss Chai, so.
聞いての通りです、ドリア夫人。チャイニーズ殿が誰よりもあなたを愛していたことは、ここにいる全員が知っているんです。旦那様のことは私が探し出してみせますので、どうか気を強くお持ちになってお待ちください。
ありがとう、アルフィノちゃん。あなたたちを呼んできてもらって正解だったわ。私、パーラーのいつもの席であの人の帰りを待っているわね。
I was right in calling you. I'll wait in my usual spot for him to come back. Alright, time to play Find the Husband. You know, almost something like I thought it'd be, but somehow I can't picture going anywhere else. The Chai's a part of it, I suppose. They've been good to me. I only wish there was something more I could do to help them. Get out of my shot. The hell's that on your back? In any case, it makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word. But even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here will have seen something, I am sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to where anyone saw him leave, or, failing that, if they have any idea where he might have gone. I'll meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on. That is ridiculous. Good grief. What bow is that? Wow, okay. Any case, let's go ahead and find people to talk to. That's the Heavensward relic? Wow, okay. Well, more things to work on eventually. It would seem Master Chai paid a visit to the Beehive before taking his leave of Omor. Unfortunately, the pigments I spoke with were too deep in their cups to remember aught else. Uh-huh. Maybe downstairs, then? Okay. Oh, I went right past them. Master Chai? Well, yes, I spoke with him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood. Concerned about Omor's selective industry, you see. With Lord Valtry's apparently inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade here in Omor, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. The stagnant state of business in Omor. Alright. Alright, let's go to the southern derelicts then. I should go look at all the various other relics weapons too, although I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. It's like just glowy enough to not be insane. Before I go on to what quest is this? Alright. We'll come back eventually. Sorry, dude. Of course we're still here. Can't leave while people are in need. That's Hathenbet's creed, and the only reason I'm still alive. I recall a man fitting that description. Asked to speak with the poor buggers lately that come from right. Said he wanted to know the state of state of things down in the derelicts. And you can be sure we give him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folk here don't want us to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself. Something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content with having his ear chewed about the derelicts. He asked about the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was into Gate Town when I last saw him. Alright, so... he's off gathering information then. Like a good leader would. Nope, not going that way. Alright. Forlorn free citizen. Hey, Corinne. Listening for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When last I saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while, about his concerns over the city's defenses, among other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Valtry, and finding General Ranjit and keeping in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seemed lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. I like that. We know you kicked his ass, but it's not your fault. That kind of is my fault. We kicked his ass. Without you and yours, we'd still be obliged to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts in Gate Town. We have a duty not to protect only Yomor, you see, but the surrounding region of Colusia as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for that cause. Indeed, I told him as much, and he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. Alright, so he's out gathering information, and he's tired. Any luck? I got nowhere myself, but it sounds like Alphanut might have. Ah, there you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything which might offer a clue as to Master Chai's whereabouts? How about all this? Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Ulmore, an idea to which our proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Hey, gambling equals money. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Ulmore, I mean, not the bee. Perhaps, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? That is a good question, actually. Right, maybe? Like, we've got Still Tide and Right as the two main possibilities, plus there or Tamra. So 4 possible places, really. All we know for certain is that Master Chai is showing great concern not only for Ulmore, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical, then, that having consulted those within the city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. There we go. Celesta, if you would go and make inquiries and write, I shall do likewise in Stilltide. Gatetown I leave to you, Kaishir. Fair enough. Where shall we meet when we're finished? Well, Top Run would seem to me be his next most likely destination. Let's reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then, and if not, we'll be well situated to continue our search. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Alright, this still counts as city, so I can't mount up here. There we go. Hey, buddy. Off to right we go. I know it's only 100 gil, but you know, eventually I might try for a house again. I only have 3.5 million, so. Oh goodness, excuse me. Local merchant. Where's the entrance to this house? Oh, never mind, there we are. Histolot. No, the name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistel gentleman here not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Ulmore, or rather the lack of them. We lost a great many people to the promises of Mule and the chance of a lavish life among the free. And Vothri thought to take even more from us, conscripting the few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. I needn't tell you what happened when the Sin Eaters came. When the Sin Eaters came. Such things are hard to forgive. But Vothri's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Ulmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend. China's, was it? And I'm sure the others said the same. Not what he wanted to hear, I suppose, because he left soon after. And that was that. Alright. Well, that's that for right, then. And actually, well then I wanted to hear that or not, you know, it's what he needed to hear, so. I know it would be faster just to click on the NPC to go up, but this is funny to me. La la la. Higher, bird, higher! Come on, Miyuki, you can do it. When I've done this, I'm throwing you off the cliff. Wark. Turns out Master Chai was over in Gate Town, too. He spoke to a few of the residents, apparently. They told me he'd never seen such a posh bloke look so miserable. Yeah, well. So he paid a visit to both Wright and Gate Town as well, did he? Yes, he did. I see. Kaishir and I gleaned much the same. He seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain amongst the settlements of Felucia. The only likely place he has left is the only likely place he has left to go being Amity. Come, if we are quick, we may yet catch up with him. You know, you'd think he would have told his wife, "Sweetie, I'm going on a business trip." She might be used to the idea, honestly. Hey, big man. Did I go to the wrong place? I went to the wrong place. Ha ha ha. I like how the music stops when you stop moving. That's kind of funny to me. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. One of y'all. There's Chidna's. Hey man, your wife's worried about you. Celissa, Alphanod, Kaishir, what are you doing here? We might ask you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking all over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai's been nice and inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word, and bid us return you to her side. What in blazes are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers. Though I suppose she could have overlooked it. And once she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologize. No harm done, Master Chai, but since we are here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told you've been elected mayor, and from what we have gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring by the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you need to take office? Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Felucia. That much is true, but I am by no means sure I'm the man to solve them. Technically, our many challenges require resources, and until I've secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. And you believe said resources can be found here? Indeed, the people's grievances are many, and in the course of my inquiries, I've already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in itself, proof of your suitability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I am certain of this, and I am certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little is worth, we will vouch for you should he be required convincing. We believe in you, Master Chai! I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You got your actions to speak for you. For as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was make it to Yulmore. But that dream's gone now, burst like a bubble, or a boil more like. Anyway, outside of repaying Master Alphanod, I haven't a clue what to do with myself. Spent most days in a daze. But you've been running up and down, trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. And I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up the mountain gold, didn't you? How hard can marrying be? You're gonna steer your world to a better future. I know it. And I want to help. Properly help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work it out on the way. If you let me come with you, that is. You give me entirely too much credit, the lot of you. But I can't deny it gives me heart. Come then. Let us press on together. Thank you, Mr. Chai. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Ylmor needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here. To find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. See the city thrive. Who is this man exactly? And are you certain he's here in Amity? Rendon is his name, and yes, he is, or was. I had scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided that his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to Valtry's father when he was in office. If Ratchet was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left, and between them they kept Ylmor on the road to prosperity. The man needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. But even if you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him, here in Amity? They might be able to shed some light on his reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Trystal then. As I recall, you made rather a favorable impression on him. I'm certain he would be willing to talk to us. Alright, time to talk to people. More talking. Talk, talk, talk. I forget where that's from, actually. Talk, talk, talk. But oh well. I reckon Ylmor could learn a thing or two from Amity about standing on his own 2 feet. Then again, so could I. According to Master Chai, this Rendon fellow occupied a position of considerable influence in the Ylmoran leadership, which begs the question, why did he choose to leave? I realize it was me who suggested speaking with Trystal, but who's to say he will be any more receptive than Rendon? Why should any of them give me the time of day? Ah, that's no way to think. Ignore me. Hey, Trystal. Greetings, friend. And to you too, Master Chai. I presume you are here to ask about after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Valtry gone, Ylmor wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in the hope that we could build a better Ylmor together, and that is still my wish. But given how abominably you were mistreated there, I will quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Ylmor, and I would not see you suffer for Valtry's villainy. As you've no doubt gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Ylmor's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, and the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to this course, and prove to him Ylmor has the resolve to change. The resolve to change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Very well. To Pit 8 we shall go, and I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. Running out of voices to use. All the way over there. Well, there's a bunch of us now, by theory, so let's all hop in the car. Into the Batmobile. Na 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 Celesta girl! Wait, no. Celesta woman! Na 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 Celesta woman! Maybe not. Hey, Rendon.
確かに彼らは助っ人だ。いや、正確には手助けをしてくれた恩人だ。彼らはドンバウスリーの下でダミーを貪ってきた私たちを目覚めさせてくれた闇の戦士たちなのだ。
ほう、闇の戦士とな。
Yes, we are.
だがしかし、いつまでも恩人の優しさに甘え、助力を受け続けるわけにはいかん。それでは、バウスリーの力に頼り、全てを任せきりにしていた頃と大差がない。彼らは助っ人ではなく、立ち会い人と考えていただきたい。
チャイヌスト。
首相な心がけだが、さてな。私は己を官僚であると規定してきた。民のため、国のため、政を司る者に対して助言を行い、その方針を最善の方法で実現すべく働いてきた自負がある。だが、それは理想を共有できればこそ、民が、国が、指導者が、理想とする楽園とやらに共感できなくなったがゆえに、私はユールモアから去ったのだ。
Yeah, but we killed Valkyrie. So, come back?
チャイヌズとか言ったか。バウスリーの下で奔放な生活を送ってきた貴様が、いかなる国を築かんとするというのだ。
We all turn and looked at him like, well?
その問いに一言をもって応じるほどの答えを、私はまだ見出せてはいない。
Come on, dude, you got this.
だが、
But
私はいかなる国を築くのかを、市民が語れる国を作りたい。罪食いの脅威に怯えて暮らす世界で、私を含め多くの者が身の安全と食料を求めてユールモアに集ってきた。一芸を持ち、身の振り方を決められる労役市民はともかく、町の周辺に住まう者たちは食料の配給を断たれ、今日明日を生き延びることに必死だ。自由市民に至ってはもっとひどい。未だ酒や快楽に溺れ、現実から目を背け続ける者も少なくない。今のままでは早々に富を食い潰す者も現れるだろう。私が元首となれば、その権限を持ってかつて国に差し出された財産の再分配を行うつもりだ。貧者であれ不者であれ、このような状態では国の未来など語れようものか。食料の早急な確保、周辺集落との関係改善、崩壊した産業の再建に他地域との連携強化。課題はまさに山積みだ。
I realize the weather is random, effectively, but it really makes the scene really just really effective.
私は政治家でも国王でもない。ダイダロス社の跡取り。そんな私にできることは、問題を分析し、改善案を企画し、収益を上げて部下を食わせること。レンデン殿、 ユールモアの民が国の理想を思い描き、祭りごとに手を挙げられるようになるまで、どうか力を貸していただきたい。
いかなる国を築くのかを民が語れる国か。
Yes. That is the hope.
悪くない方針だ。
Okay, good.
チャイヌズよ、お前が一時とはいえ国政を担うにふさわしい器か試させてもらうとしよう。
By what? Fighting?
何をすればいい？
What do I need to do?
今、ユールモアが抱える問題の一つを解決してもらう。そうでなければ、改革など夢のまた夢。誰もお前については来ないだろうからな。
Okay. It remains to be seen if his words will translate to deeds, but I shall endeavor to keep an open mind. Imagine it, a Yulmore that even a bloke like me could help to build. People cannot be brought together without... People cannot be brought together on the strength of their high ideals alone. This I know from painful experience. Renan was right to demand proof of Master Chai's commitment. Right. Then is there a particular issue you have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Yulmore now faces. I assume you will agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food source is the most pressing. Ah, yes. Meal being neither a desirable nor a less sustainable option, I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not likely to contribute much to society, save violence, perhaps. So tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. Okay, good. This is just automated then. Now I have to, like, go fight something or something like that. A combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Ulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. Excuse me. The villages that once served as sources of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, and their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My. Think about all that by yourself, did you? Well, yes. It began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago, after speaking with the peoples of Yulmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Chidness. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them with the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid in the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans would be put into effect. Well, as the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. And by help, he means us. That Renin geezer doesn't seem so bad. What was Master Chai worried about? He's got to give himself a little more credit. Do you see it? Do you see it? There's a fire in Master Chai's eyes that was not there before when we first we met. A fire we must keep kindled if we wish to see Ilmore change for the better. You had a hand in reconstructing that giant talus to the north, did you not? When the Ilmoran volunteers began arriving, I hid myself away, lest I be recognized, thus depriving myself of what I'm reliably informed of. What I am reliably informed was a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Bugger. Finding good help. Renin is quite right. Building talus from scratch would require time we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned talus which wander the wilds of Calusia. They'll need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so shall still be at top rung. Come with me. Off to fight giant robots in the rain. Speaking of taluses, defective taluses. Alright, I think I'll do this quest as much as I can, and at midnight I will go ahead and stop. So he's an authority on Talos, is he? What other surprises could be hiding, I wonder? How'd you catch a Talos then? Dig a hole and lure it in? It is one thing to repair an immobile Talos, as Oriandra did, but quite another to catch one, surely. Does this not sound incredibly dangerous? Yeah, but dangerous what we do, dude. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dastardly potent insulating powder, capable of halting the flow of aether in a Talos. We need only get within spelling distance of one and let fly, thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to Marsh and Ulmor. More since the repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time we learned to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off of it, Master Chai. Even though the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal out of you. That's as it may be, Kaishir. But Renin tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say that mere thought doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm proved to be a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Hear, hear. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir says. These lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I also need you to alert me if this cable is when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Oh, okay. So another minigame. Good. Then let's be off to the quick way, through the north gate, and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Oh, nope, don't need to do that. So just... Here we go. Keep a lookout for danger and alert China when it's safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and out. Point the spyglass at China's and give him the signal to sneak the Talos near the Talos with the right mouse button. I must be careful. Well, that was nice and easy. Click. Done! Poof. Man, the stone bends. Huh. I did it? I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? Oh, okay, it's gonna be more than one. That makes sense. Calm yourself, old boy. Everything will be fine. Please don't turn around! Nice. I like that this is like, he wants to do it himself. I appreciate that. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. It's a good thing you have someone to watch your back. You may leave the next one to me, Celesta. Alright, dude. Please don't get killed. Your wife would never forgive me if you got killed. Haha, that should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. Beep, beep, beep. Or clack, 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 I guess, since these are stone robots. Say hello to my little friends. Hi, everybody. It would seem I misjudged Master Chai. They may yet be hope for no more. Our friend returned with a nary a scratch. Well done. Blimey. Thought my heart was going to stop for a moment there. Made that a couple of moments. Okay, he's supposed to have a British accent, I guess. Or a Cockney accent or something, I guess. It'll be good timing. We'll stop here then. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Yes, you did, sir. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to repulse Nomura's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yomor. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Yomor the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people will behold these Telos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yomor's leadership is last in capable hands. Would you not agree? We should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that, Lady Chai's word's sick. Alright, and then we end up... Oh wow, still more stuff going on, okay.
Yosh! そのまま一列になってユールモアへ向かえ。
Make for Yomor! never-ending stuff. The Giants are back in town. The Giants.
タローズ壊れたタローズが暴走してやがるのか。
Nope.
おい誰かパンペイを呼んできてくれ。
They're here on purpose, dude. Hey, Miss Chai.
待って
Wait.
あなた
Yeah, kinda is.
もちろん帰ってくるに決ま
She crushed the life out of him.
あらあらママどうしましょう
Oh, that. Bravo. Bravo. Out cold. Like Alfie's healing him.
助かった。
ごめんなさいあなた帰ってきてくれたのが嬉しくて
Dad, yo.
いや、構わん。それよりも置き手紙だけでなく、しっかり言葉で伝えてから外出すべきだった。
それじゃ
うん。私は元首の座から逃れるためにユールモアを出て行ったわけではない。補佐官としてレンデン殿を迎えるために交渉に行っていたのだ。その助力を得られた今、ようやく私は胸を張って言える。私はユールモアの元首の役目を引き受けさせてもらうと。
まあまあまあなんておめでたいのかしら
Oh no. Oh no. Not again. Oh, good grief. Like, they actually made a ragdoll animation just for, or not just for that, probably for that purpose. Alright. Sorry I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master Chai go after all those tells was something, eh? Inspiring stuff. I dare say the future of Moors never looked brighter. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, that was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. That dear, sweet man, he's going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. I just need a moment. Oh, God. Well, that was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, The arrival of the Telos has seemed the public's attention. Once word is spread around no more, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. We're still not done here yet, alright. Yeah, okay. No one got any new dialogue, man. Pain and pleasure orchestra. Oh my god, seriously. So we'll go ahead and start this quest up for the next bit of the chain, and then we'll stop here tonight. No need to fret, Salsa. I've never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Ilmore. As for where to do it, the word to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend. I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new heir. Oh, oops, wrong person. You there, Kai Shear, was it? Would you go inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Course I will. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothi's chambers. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Don't worry, I'll make sure everyone's here for Master Chai's big speech. So get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. And that, folks, is where I'll stop for tonight. Thank you for joining me. Again, happy post-Thanksgiving to folks who celebrated it. Back next Friday for more Final Fantasy XIV. And back on Sunday for Phantasy Star 1. Hopefully finishing it. It's not the longest game, but the dungeons do take some time, so... so take care, folks. Have a good day. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. And we will, back soon. Good night, everyone.